Now pause the video and try and sketch this function for yourself. Y equals 2x squared plus 6x minus 10. Okay, so let's see here. Now this is a slightly more complicated one because we've got a 2 as the coefficient of x squared, and we can see here this one doesn't factorize. So first of all, let's have a look at the shape. The x squared coefficient is positive, so it's the U shape again, and the intercepts, well, on the y-axis, x is 0, y is minus 10, so we have 0, minus 10. If we consider the b squared, the discriminant, b squared minus 4ac is equal to 36 b squared minus 4 times a times minus 10, which comes to 36 plus 80, which is 116. So this discriminant is positive, and so it does have solutions. And we could find out what they are in decimal places, and we could put those on the graph, and then we will know where the curve is. Or we can still do this by completing the square. So let's do that. To complete the square, first of all, as we have a coefficient of 2, factorize it. So y equals 2 bracket x squared plus 3x minus 5, like that. Now to complete the square on that quadratic inside the bracket, we'll have x squared plus 3x, and then halve the coefficient of x, 3, to make 3 over 2, and square it to make 3 over 2 squared is 9 over 4. But we must also subtract 9 over 4 minus 5. And then the first 3 terms there are our perfect square, which will be x plus 3 over 2 squared minus 9 over 4 minus 5 minus 9, and minus 20 over 4 is minus 29 over 4. Okay, so having completed the square, this means that there is a turning point when x is 0. When x plus 3 over 2 is 0. That would be the minimum value. Otherwise, x plus 3 over 2 squared will always be greater than that. So if x equals minus 3 over 2, we have y equals, this is y, 2 times minus 29 over 4, or minus 29 over 2. 14 minus 14 and a half. And so to sketch a curve, we know it's that shape. We know that we know that the curve has the U shape. We know it goes through 0 minus 10, which would be down here somewhere. And we also know it has, because it's a U shape, a minimum point at minus 3 over 2 minus 29 over 2, well that's 14 and a half. So that would be down here, like that. And so the curve will look something like that. In my case that's probably okay, but again you get a nicer shape normally if you sketch the curve first. We know it goes to a minimum down there, we know it goes to there. Now the 2 points at which it crosses the x-axis, well, they're not going to be whole numbers. Often a question won't ask for those in that case, so you wouldn't need to put them in. If you did need to put them in, you would have to find the decimal values by solving the quadratic equation. Okay, now that is the end of this video, so please return to Study Smart to practice some more.